Hey, how y'all doing? Look here, I think I got a good one for you today. Let's call this one Outhouse Tales. Now I can already see some of y'all got this expression on your face, like you don't know what I'm talking about. So you're gonna sit there and act like we ain't got no idea. Well, if you don't know, I'm gonna tell you. I grew up on the East Shore of Maryland, so you got to experience a whole variety of different things out there. So today's topic is gonna be outhouses. I was born in 1959, so I had a small amount of experience, very small amount of experience of seeing some of these things and dealing with them. Uh, so let's start with some basic rules. And I'm talking about an outhouse. Now, for those of you who don't know, outhouse is where you go outside and you take care of your business, like an indoor bathroom. This is an outdoor bathroom. So now we got that cleared up, okay? So let's move on. First, always before entering an outhouse, you should kick the door. Why'd you kick the door? I'm glad you asked. Because sometimes, for some reason, I don't know how it happens, you get critters inside of outhouses. You might get a raccoon, possum, snakes can get in there. So you always kick it, open the door, and let whatever's in there, let it run out. You don't want to get in there and get started going, and then you turn around and look something up in the corner. Them some rough times. You don't want to deal with nothing like that. So, you get them things out of there. Second, you always check to make sure there's some toilet paper. And if it is there, you want to make sure it's not wet. Because for some unknown reason, the toilet paper inside of an outhouse was always wet. It is the strangest thing. I don't know if it was the humidity. I don't know what was going on. But it was always seems to be wet. It's a mystery of the universe why this stuff was always wet. Generally, you should always think about it before you go and just take your own. And third, when you go in there, before you even get yourself relaxed and sit down, always look up in them corners, because peering right down at you is either a bee's nest, a hornet's nest, some big old spiders. So you don't want to get comfortable, and then all of a sudden now you look up and you see 1,000 pair of eyes looking back at you, and now you don't know, you in between, in between steps, and you don't know what to do or how to alleviate this issue and stuff. Man, I'm telling you something. It is hot down here. It's still hot down here in Florida. It's about 7 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm sweating, and the humidity is off the chain. But anyway, back to this story here. Hold up. Yeah, there we go. All right, so you're looking up at them eyes, man. That could cause a whole lot of undue stress upon you, and you can't show no fear, because if you show fear, whatever's looking at you, it'll come get you. It'll come right down. Now, those are some of the basic rules. So now let's get to the construction. The construction of these fine palaces, they're very unique. I remember going to one of my cousins' house down further in Virginia, deep, deep country, and lo and behold, they had one that was a double-seater. Think about that. That means two people at the same time doing the same thing in this restroom. And it wasn't a place where you go to rest. It was just there for one reason. Now, can you imagine some of the conversations that you would have had while somebody else coming up in the bathroom at the outhouse at the same time that you are? Them had to be some interesting conversations. I don't ever recall anybody in there when I was in there, but I'm just saying some of them have. But now think about it. If you got a big family, everybody can't wait, right? So sometimes you got to double up, just like double mint gum. It's twice as good. I guess you got to do the same thing at the same time. Now, another thing, some of them was built on like these slide stilts, and what they do, our house, it's a house built over top of a hole, basically. So once that hole filled up, you got to move the house. So what they would do, they'd hook it up to a tractor and just slide it on over, maybe 10, 15, 20 feet over that way, over top of the other hole that they already dug. Boom, you got a new bathroom, got a new outhouse, all set up and ready to go. One of my uncles, now it wasn't nothing inside of these things, right? So one of my uncles, he tried to get slick. And I guess he'd been watching the Jeffersons a little bit too much, talking about moving on up. And this dude, he took a real toilet seat and put onto the seat of the in the outhouse. Now, generally, an outhouse seat was just a hole in a plank. That's about it. I wish I could make it sound better and look better, but I can't. That's all it was. So he took a real toilet seat and bolted it down to the outhouse toilet seat, right? So I'm thinking, this dude really, is that ingenious? I don't know. You know, they say ingenuity is the mother of invention, or is invention the mother of ingenuity? I don't know. One or two, but my uncle, he took care of that problem, right? Now, mirrors. Wasn't no mirrors. Ain't nothing in there for you to see. Basically, once you got in, you was trying to get out there as fast as possible. I know one time when I was real young, I was going over to a friend's house, and we went to the house, and I saw their father out back. And this before I knew much about what an outhouse really was and how it was constructed. And I saw him out there, he was building one. And I thought my friends, I said, man, they lucky. Their father building them a clubhouse. But he wasn't building them a clubhouse. He was building them an outhouse. So, I'm just saying, growing up in the country, it was rough. So, but let me tell you something. Indoor plumbing, we did our own indoor plumbing. I remember when my pop was putting something in our house, a gentleman up the street there, uncle of ours and stuff, they came, they dug the line, dug the well, they did it all themselves. And for less than $1,000, you could put indoor plumbing into your house. That was all it cost back then. And you might not think that's a lot, but back then, in the 60s and 70s, for people who didn't, had meager ways of making money other than working at some shops and stuff, $1,000 was a lot of money. So just think how little bit of money, y'all blow that on a cell phone nowadays. So all this mess that y'all go through now, people be arguing about, some of y'all got 3-4 bedroom bathrooms in your house, and y'all still argue about how long somebody's in the bathroom and stuff. Trust me when I tell you this. It wasn't no arguing about how long somebody stayed in the outhouse. Never happened then, and it won't happen now. Hey, y'all take care. Enjoy your prosperity. Another edition of, I normally don't drink this much, but man, it's smoldering out here. So, hey, y'all keep me in your prayer. Y'all take care. Have a great day.